You address stereotyping and racism and also some of the sexism in Hollywood that you experience.
Well, you know, the assumption that because you were Latina, you were sexy and easy. I was always, I mean, I lived with that from the time I was 16 in films.
And you were very candid and revealing about some of your relationships that you had with very famous and powerful men. Marlon Brando, Elvis Presley. One of the things about Marlon Brando, it's in the public record, a very wounded person.
Yes, he was a very damaged person.
Yeah.
And I wasn't exactly unwounded either. And you know, these two obsessives came together and just exploded. We were really addicted to each other. And you know, addictions are very, very difficult to get rid of. Very.
It was an 8-year relationship. He married 2 other women in the course of that relationship, fathered children with them.
Yep.
What was it that made you stay?
I loved him. You know, it's obsessive love, which is a whole nother thing. I mean, we need another half hour for that one.
But
With the presence of a psychiatrist.
The common theme through all of this is that these men were drawn to you. When men achieve that level of fame and wealth, what are their biggest insecurities or problems that keep them from total happiness?
Well, I don't think Marlon ever got to trust women. I don't know enough about Elvis really to make any kind of supposition. But I know that Marlon was a horribly damaged person by the time I met him. His mother was an alcoholic, his father drank, and you know, she disappointed him constantly over and over and over. So he kept either punishing women for having the capacity to do that to men, and he kept punishing himself by finding women who were very often not reliable. Interesting, yes?
And yes, indeed, and tragic in the sense that it even drove you to attempt suicide while you were with him.
It did. It was my way, twisted and sick as it was, to try to end that kind of humiliation and pain. I just didn't know how else to do it because I kept going back to him.
You were standing 10 feet away
From Martin
Luther King at the I Have a Dream speech.
10 feet away during the I Have a Dream speech. Unbelievable.
Tell me.
I mean, I could see every drop of sweat because it was a sweltering day in D.C. I get goosebumps just thinking about it today. Jennifer Lopez has actually brought me up in a very complimentary way as an inspiration. And, you know, I think Rosie Perez. But on the whole, people don't do that. I think I would. I'd be so happy that someone else had to suffer that much and not me.